It's two very different tales at the Fargo Dome this weekend as the Bison welcome the Bobcats to town. NDSU is preparing for its 23rd playoff game inside the Fargo Dome. Montana State is headed here for the first time. The Bobcats are coming off their first playoff win since 2012 with a 35-14 win over Incarnate Word last weekend. Meanwhile, the Bison are ready and rested and most of all refocused for their second season. There is a noticeable shift in the air come November around the Bison football program, and the players this week confirming it.
We preach it. I mean, we're practicing every day like it's our last, because this could be our last week, and it's something you can't take lightly, and you got to get the younger guys to understand that, because they haven't played for this long. High school goes until November maybe. It's a grind as you go into the 11th week of football, and so just understanding that we could be done after this week, but the preparation hopefully prevents that.
Out in Bozeman, Montana State head coach Jeff Choate was asked a lot of questions about the Bison offense and what they are able to do to teams in the run game. While the Bobcats have seen their defensive line as a strength for them this season, they easily have their biggest test Saturday, and that's where Choate says technique and discipline are the only ways you challenge a team as strong as the Bison.
That's what it's about, and that's hard to do over and over and over and over again. And that's where that personal discipline comes into play. And to a certain degree, I think that's even what a team like North Dakota State is counting on, is that you're not going to be able to do that for 4 quarters. You might be able to do it for a little while, but over time, you're going to take a chance. You're going to decide you don't want to go quite that hard on this play. And then that crease emerges, and they've got the talent to make you pay.
A reminder to join us Saturday at 1 p.m. for the Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show. We'll get you set for kickoff between the Bison and the Bobcats. And don't miss your last chance to hear from NDSU head coach Chris Kleiman ahead of kickoff. Then we send you over to ESPN3 for that kickoff at 2 p.m. between NDSU and Montana State. ESPN has the exclusive broadcast rights to all NCAA FCS playoff games. Again, this week's game will only be available on ESPN3.
Big mental game going on. Chess match with big chess pieces.
Yes, certainly. Yeah. Coach Choate was giving a lot of praise for NDSU. He had 7 minutes talking about how good each and every player on the roster was. Don't let it fool you. They're expecting to come in here because nothing would be better for their program to relaunch them into relevance than a big win over number 1 NDSU.
All right, thanks.